Hi, my name is Roger Schlater. This video is really about the surety bond industry, and if you don't know what a surety bond is, which to tell you the truth, before I did this video, I had an idea, but I really didn't know exactly. Um, the surety bond is usually used a little bit more in the construction type industry. So anyway, a surety bond is a contract between the principal, the business owner, the obligee, and then the surety company, and then whoever really wanted the work done, the company that's having the work done. So anyway, there are two types of surety bonds. The first type is a commercial surety bond, and this is usually used in licensing or permits. So it's usually used with more of that in mind. So it's not really used by that many companies. And when it is, it's either licensing or like I said, permitting type thing. So the one that's used the most, and the one that SBA is involved with, is actually the contract bond, and usually related to construction projects, as I said before. So anyway, we're going to concentrate on the contract bond that gives financial security to the project owner, the obligee, that a contractor will perform the work that they've contracted to do. This is also the type of bond that the SBA will guarantee. So, and a lot of people didn't know that SBA guarantees surety bonds. It's one of the areas that they do that's not really brought up much. I mean, usually you think of SBA, you think of loans. You think of SBA 7A loan, SBA 504 loan, but you really don't think of surety bonds. At least I don't, and most people I know don't. So anyway, this is a type of bond that SBA will guarantee. So the small business can qualify for a larger project than they would have ordinarily qualified for. Types of contract bonds. There's actually, I think there's like four kinds of contract bonds. The first one is a bid bond. The financial guarantee that the bid is a contract and will provide performance and payment bonds. So anyway, what the bid bond really does is a guarantee that the bid is a contract and that you will provide performance and payment bonds, and those are separate. So anyway, the performance bond is to protect the project owner from a company's failure to perform, and the companies would be the contractor's failure to perform. The payment bond, again, would be a guarantee that the contractor will pay its obligations with no liens at the end. And that's what most of this is about. You want to go ahead and finish that project and pay everybody, and you don't want somebody that comes in afterward and says, I wasn't paid, or I wasn't paid enough, therefore I'm putting a lien on this project, because that can cause problems in many ways. So anyway, the maintenance bond is the fourth one, and it's guaranteed work over a specified period of time. The SBA guarantees the bid, performance, and the payment security bonds issued by a certain surety company. Now, the guarantee is approximately, from what I can tell, it's 80-90%, and it helps smaller companies qualify for a surety bond, which probably wouldn't have qualified or met the surety bond company's criteria without this guarantee. The SBA has an application for surety bond guarantee assistance. This is a Form 994. It's a 4-page application, which an additional 3 pages of instruction and laws. The application will be given to the surety bond agent or company, and then SBA does have a list of surety companies who will participate in the SBA guarantee, and that's on SBA's website, sba.gov. Now, how the surety program works. The surety bonds are requested. Contract may require business doing work, by properly bonded. So anyway, the surety bonds are requested. Number two, the surety companies provide bonds to businesses for those qualifications. And then number three, the SBA guarantees the surety bonds so the business can qualify for getting those bonds. And then the business gets the SBA guaranteed surety bonds, and they can proceed with the job. Eligibility and fees of the SBA program. Performance and payment guarantee have a fee of 0.6% of the contract price. Now, bid bond guarantees are not charged a fee by SBA. This fee may be, and then the actual fee for the performance and payment guarantees, the ones that have a fee, and that's two different ones, have a fee of 0.6% of the contract price. Those fees may be returned if the bond is canceled or if the bond is not issued. A company may be a small business according to SBA's, or has to be a small business according to SBA size standards, and you'd have to go to SBA's website for those standards. And from what I hear, those standards are kind of in flux right now, so they may change a little bit, but they won't change a whole lot. So anyway, SBA has two different ways to really measure the size. The one is the way they do it for the SBA 7A loans, and they do it by sales or by employees. And then the other way is the way they usually do it for the SBA 504 program, and that way is that they have to have a certain net worth and then a certain profit over the last 2 years. So anyway, the company, must be small, of course, and the company may have what SBA calls, a small contract. This may not be small to you, but it's, the SBA has to really put it. Now, if it's a non-federal contract, it can be up to $6.5 million. If it is a federal contract, then the contract can be up to $10 million. And the company must pass the surety company evaluation. Basically, they're looking at credit, capacity, and character requirements. But of course, if they don't qualify, then the SBA can kind of step in. But I think these evaluations are above and beyond the SBA part. So they have to meet some minimum threshold for the surety company. And then, of course, SBA, like I said before, has a list of surety companies that will work with the SBA on SBA's website. So this is something I didn't know. I don't really know much about surety bonds. So this will give you a little better idea, especially if you're a company that's in construction or does, work for, larger companies, larger projects. And also if you do kind of work for the government too, a lot of times they'll want a surety bond. So anyway, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much. My name is Roger Schleter. If you got some value out of this, I hope you hit the like button. And if you like this kind of content, if you like the loan and actually business tips type content, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you hit the notification bell for future videos. So anyway, thank you very much, and I will see you in a future video.